Hello everyone, it's remi-chan, and yeah, you might be wondering, wow, Remy, you got all your stuff out, what the hell's going on? Like, why you got, like, your whole desktop shown? Well, friendo, this is another Drama Farmer stream. So, you might remember the last one of these, you might not, it was a while ago. I might have had a bit of fun clowning on the imbeciles who were getting mad over the removal of hexagon PFPs on Twitter. For a bit of backstory, hexagon PvPs were basically for NFT nitwits, and then they just removed them flat one day, and the NFT nitwits were mad, and everyone else was over fucking joyed. It was very funny. We had a lot of fun clowning on people. Now, if you know me well, or know me pretty much at all in a space that doesn't just go beyond being a mutual on Twitter who I don't interact with or who doesn't interact with me, etc., you might know that I had a funny zinger post lately. When I say zinger, I mean like the most non-viral fucking thing imaginable. It did not go very far, but it was entertaining nonetheless. Now, you might be wondering, wait, what was this zinger? I missed it. Was it art? Was it game dev? What? No. No. I wish. No. This zinger post was me having the unchecked, uncool opinion that Trans Day visibility and Easter were on the same day, and that means that Easter is ours. It was complete bait, the most low quality bait you can imagine. Everyone who actually saw through the bait said, this is low quality as hell. And of course I responded, yes, it is. Why are you here? But there were a lot of people, exactly the sort of people who I expected to fall for it, who went for it, hook, line, and sinker. So why is this relevant now? Like, this was back on the 29th of May, 29th of March, till, like, the 2nd of, April, right? Yeah. I did a few numbers after that point even. But, yeah, it was starting to die off that point. So why bring it up now, Remy? Well, originally I just forgot to stream it. And there was so much going on, it wouldn't have been that much of a fun stream anyway. Also, I had laryngitis. So that would have made it very difficult. I had a cold, and then I thought I had laryngitis. Turns out, no, my cold was just really bad. And I did have a pretty bad cough as well. So I'm like, nah, this is going to be weird. I'm not doing this. So I just skipped it. But now, my cold is finally fucking gone. A month after the point of this all happening. And I've been testing this to make sure it isn't just like, taking them. Because, like, my colds last way longer than they should. I fucking hate it. But, it seems to be fully gone now. So, we're gonna have a bit of fun. So, yeah. It's been a while. I've, to give you some context, I have since completely, muted the conversation. I'm not seeing anything. The only time I see things, the only reason I'm even bringing this up is because my friend Starlina, who's very cool lass, she goes by Vaggie now, from Hasbin Hotel, but yeah, she was the one to originally do this. Well, rather, she saw my funny idea, and was like, yeah, let's do that. And so she went for it, and I let her, because I'm like, yeah, fuck it, she's gonna get more funny responses anyway, even though she's got a smaller following. And at first, yeah, that looked like the case, but then she got, like, a lot of people saying kill yourself, like, and shit like that, because apparently, people can't see bait for shit. So, so she was like, yeah, right, enough of this. And she, like, she started out by just, like, leaving the conversation, muting it. And, blocking the comments. But so she just eventually deleted the whole thing. Because, like, yeah, it's not worth the stress for her. But I've been on the internet since 2004. So I'm a bit more resilient. No flame to you, Starlina. Like, it's fine. You're not a coward, okay? Starlina was cool. And again, she has, like, better shit to do. So, yeah, the only reason this came up, which was what I was trying to get to, is she was like, hey, does anyone have a screenshot of that, like, old thing? Like, that old beef. Like, because I just want, because she's deleted it, of course. So, I was like, oh, let me see. I might have it somewhere. And, yeah, sure enough, after looking through my Discord, I found a screen cap of at least the first post, which, got so heated. And yeah, that was it. Yeah, I think it's it here. No. Anyway, at first, to try and find it, I didn't realize she deleted it at this point. I looked through all my replies for a very long time, and funny thing about my replies is that they seem great. Until they don't. Because, yeah, I mean, they're still great, but not for the reasons I want them to be great. So, for the most part, the last several fucking weeks, it's just been me posting light stuff, sharing my work with other cool artists, you know, showing my OCs, yeah, the same, like, my art, making fun of transphobes who actually make sick fucking art like this and then expect people to get offended when we're just like, yeah, that's ours now, yoink. You know, like, again, I want to also clarify this here, I am not a trans person advocate. I don't think trans people are invalid at all. I'm trans myself. But I also think the whole, like, trying to make trans an identity is stupid. Because trans isn't. It's, like, it's short for transition, bro. If you're a trans woman, you're a woman. If you're a trans man, you're a man. If you're trans mask, you mask. Like, it's not this thing of, like, oh yeah, I'm trans. Because that should never be a stage you want to be at. Unless you want to be non-binary. But that's non-binary. It's different. So for me, I just don't see trans as, like, a thing. Not because I have any issue with trans people. I think some of the people I know who are trans are really cool. I have friends with loads of people. But I don't think trans as a gender really needs to exist. Because trans people want to be women. And if not, like, huh? That's kind of the whole point. And, like, or who want to be men. Like, I think that's generally the point. They want to transition from one gender to the next. It's a transition. Not, you know... It's transitory. That's the whole etymology of the word. So, yeah, transitioning is, like, yeah, I'm a woman now. I might still have, like, some remnants of my masculinity, like my voice and, like, lack of tits. Don't be fooled by my VTuber. That's compensation. I do not have tits like this in real life. They're a bit grown now, but they're still, like, on the small side. But, you know, like, that's fine. Because I don't want to, like, you know, have big, humongous tits that make everything difficult either. But, yeah, the thing I'm trying to get to here is that, like, I know problem with trans people, but I don't believe in trans as an identity. Because it shouldn't be one, because it kind of just stifles the whole process. Like, I still haven't had, like, bottom surgery. And that's because it's expensive. You can't just get it for free. And, I've got everything else going. I've got HRT, I've got hips now, I've got something of bitty. And, you know, like, it's all happening. And my voice is slowly changing to be more feminine, I think. I don't know, my voice has never really been all that masculine either. Like, I just sound like a kid most of the time. But anyway, to get to the point, the caption of the capstone of this whole video. Speaking of, I'm just going to move this over here. So I can actually see what the fuck I'm doing. Without having to worry, like, I can see the, like, data on thing. With that, you guys have to, like, be reminded when I tab over to it to check stuff. So yeah, as you can see, I'm basically just sharing my OCs, my art, and videos. Stuff I made for, like, the last month. It takes actually age. Like, I'm actually the closest to being terminally online that I've ever been, and I'm still only on here, like, 4 hours of a day at most. Like, people were like, oh yeah, you're terminally online. I just cope. They're just coping. Because most of my stuff is just promotion for my own stuff, or just sharing my artists with those people who ask. Occasionally I'll fucking, like, just have some fun trolling some, dipshits. Usually it's, anti-transes or, TERFs. Or just religious nutcases. Because, you know, they're easy. They're really fucking easy targets. I'm not good at this whole insulting people thing. But it's really easy to make insecure people feel insulted. Because, you know, kind of goes part and parcel with the whole God gig. Now, I will say, in this thread we're probably going to get to pretty soon, there were some genuinely, like, hilarious responses. Like, some of the people were genuinely cool. I had a conversation with one of them that actually was, like, super interesting. And, you know, no flame. He was fucking cool. We just, you know, had different ideas of things, but we just resolved that, yeah, no, like, you're cool. And we just let each other be. We had, like, the most civil fucking debate you can imagine. That, however, was the minority of things. The rest were just people calling out it's bait, which, yeah, fair. It absolutely was bait. They were 100% correct. It's really funny they thought I would give a shit, because I literally made it obvious as hell myself that it was bait. But, you know, and someone like trying to still argue that it wasn't bait when I'd made a post 2 minutes after my original that, yeah, bro, this whole post is bait. I'd quote that to them, say, look at the timestamps, idiot, and they still wouldn't get it. Like, there was just a level of stupidity here that you can't beat. Like, these people are omnipotent. You can't fuck with them because they're too stupid to realize when they're getting fucked with. Oh, yeah, right. So this guy is one of the people who assaulted my friend here, Vaggie. Vaggie's cool. She's a real G. She's part of the NASCAR community, which is apparently where most of her fans and, foes come from. I apparently am one of the few people who know her for art and VTubing. So yeah, don't ask me how that one works, because I don't fucking know. I reported this guy, Weagle, several times, just because he was sending death threats. Now, on the internet, I don't give a shit about death threats. Like, I could care less. These people are basically nobodies. And I don't make my location remotely obvious. On my thing on Twitter used to say, not telling what my location was. And now I think I have kangaroo court. So, you know, it's a bit of a hint. It may not even say that. It still might be not telling. Or I think it says the 7th Divide, actually, yeah. Anyway. Doesn't fucking matter. No one knows where I live. No one knows my real name, etc. Like, don't be an idiot and out yourself on the internet. It's not a good idea. Anyway, and he wasn't saying, I'm gonna come kill you. He's just saying, kill yourself. Which is like, yeah, save me the effort. But it's also saying, I'm not gonna commit to anything, because, no. So I just ignore it, because it's just, you know, 1990s internet, or sorry, not 1990s. It's like, fuck, I mean, it is 1990s internet, but it's more just early 2000s internet. Nowadays, it's actually seen as a bad thing to do. I don't really care. Like, people come to me over a fucking silly, like, shit post and tell me to kill myself. I just know the shit posters work. It just makes me more powerful and more vindicated. That's why clout farming is so peak. And I'm not a big, like I'm not a big presence. Like, I have 2,000 followers. And some people are like, damn, bro, that's a lot. No, it's not. Like, it's a lot, just for casual, like, numbers. But if you want to actually become an influencer, I don't really care. I just, you know, the only reason I would want to become an influencer is the same reason I make games, the same reason I do art, just to get people sucked into my world. But by my world, I don't mean anything malicious, like my world views or anything. I just mean my games. Because they are, like, part of my fictional world in my head, and I think that fictional world is pretty cool. And so getting people in there would be pretty sick. But, you know, that's like an aside anyway. We're still not there yet, Jesus. Wait, what am I doing? Well, this just gives you an idea of how far back this was, even though it was only a month ago. Right. Actually, wait. Yeah, a month ago, because it's May now. It's just hit May, and it was April, when this started. Well, March, like, late March. Anyway, I just realized I can go to my media section and find this way quicker. The easy way is just find that fucking, trans imagery, because I don't usually draw trans imagery. Except when I'm trying to piss transphobes off. Because again, I don't believe in trans as an identity, really. And I've always used the colours like pink, white, and blue. Look at my fucking VTuber. This was made before I even went... Actually, that's not true. I didn't know about the trans flag when I made this design for myself. It's based on a literal dress I have in real life. That's where the pink comes in. The blue scarf and the hat have always been part of my gig. And I was wearing those before I even started HRT. So, yeah, it's nothing to do with me, like, trying to push trans on anyone, because I don't believe in trans as an identity, so it would make no sense for me to do that. Anyway, there it is. This post, here we go. Let's get to it. So here's the thing where I just like, yeah, this was me just basically saying, yeah, just in case this explodes, I'm going to clarify down here that this post is entirely baked and is me 100% using dogmatic Christian and Catholic and other religious lights to farm easy cloud. I do not believe anyone owns Easter. It's just Easter, which is 100% correct. Like, yeah, sure, it might have been owned by the pagans or the Jews. I'm not sure which. I don't really care. As far as I see it, Easter exists currently as the thing it is. And you make of it what you make of it. I don't make the rules, broski. Like, I'm just a dipstick. I'm just a little girl. Anyway. So this was the post that got under so many skins. If God really doesn't like trans people, then answer me this. Why did he line up Easter with the transgender bay visibility? Huh? Skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji. Like, it was so obviously bait. How did anyone actually buy this shit? That's right, Easter is ours now. You can't have it anymore this year. We own it. And then I also put, like, this year, disarmingly after, you can't have it anymore. Just because, you know, I was obviously just, like, making a joke. And I put the most, like, trans image I could find from Twitter. I didn't know the source of any of these images. Apparently one of them's a Pokemon, one of them's a bee from Minecraft. And others, stuff from our artist, who I can't remember the name of. So yeah, like, it was just in the Twitter GIF generator. I'm like, that works. That'll get them riled. How glorious, like, full of my ass into a bottle of gold I was. Keep in mind, a lot of this content is going to be lost. A lot of people got banned over their responses to me. This one, for example. Actually, no, never mind. That's Kid Astro. I don't know what he got removed for. Because as far as I know, I haven't muted him. No, I definitely haven't. Because I've still him in DMs, I think. But yeah, his posts are just all unavailable now. I don't know what happened. It's not like it doesn't say this post is from a suspended account. It's just saying unavailable. So that's weird. And here's Starlina popping up my post as well. She's like, nah, Easter is ours this year. As I like to say, we're gonna trans Easter. So she's just going hard on the meme. And I, during this time, I did a single stream. Like, one single stream where I had more trans coloring. Again, this was just a shit post. And I had the rabbit ears, giving respect both to the trans disability and the origins of Easter. Like, so it was pretty fucking obvious. I never had any intention of saying for real that this day belonged to us now, because the only reason it even has that is because of how Easter shifts each year based on the equinox. So this whole thing was just complete bait. It's blatantly fucking obvious. And here's the real kicker. This post, I mean, I can't prove this anymore because it's been so long ago. But both these posts were on March 29th. Actually, yes, I can. So this was at 1:51 AM, right? Then if I maximize this post and see the timestamp, it was at 1:49 AM on the same day. You know what that means? It means I made a post 2 minutes after clarifying it was bait. And it's several hours before everyone else started getting anal about it. But hey, here's one of the people getting a bit anal about it. So yeah, this guy was March 31st, 2 days after the initial post. Falling for a hook, line, and a sinker. Now he didn't get banned because he didn't say anything offensive. I think that was the only post he made. Once he realized, oh yeah, it's just bait, bro. And I just said, I don't remember anyone fucking asking. He's just like, okay. And this person said, but I need it, you know. Christians thinking they know you better than you. It's just people on Twitter. This isn't a Christian thing. This is just people in general who are very far by their own ass. And so I just responded with complete nothing response. Like, that's just like your opinion, man. Like the Stoner quote. And he said exactly as if his opinion means anything. This guy with 79 followers. So yeah, this is just the cream de la cream. There were some real bangers here. So I blocked the ones that were really toxic or just annoying. Oh, this one I blocked because I'm pretty sure they're a pedophile. I could be getting mixed up, bro. Don't quote me on that. Don't go off anyone I mentioned in this video, by the way. Like, absolutely no harassing these people. This was a month ago. Like, it's not worth it. And again, like, most of them are just being pretty mild. Like, it's just telling me I'm annoying. Yeah, no shit. You're not revealing anything new there. And I just basically said, that sounds to me like it's a you problem, chief. And they said, to be fair, it's more of a you problem since you're the annoying one, dude. I'm like, bro, you respond to a bait thread to say I'm annoying. I never made any of this your problem. You did. So, nah, the fault lies to you. Interestingly, they didn't respond after that point. Almost like they realized, oh, fuck, yeah, I did get baited. Damn. This Remi, she good. Now, I will say, a lot of people were actually really good sports. This guy wasn't. I had a few of these where I just, like, nobody baited award. While people respond to the thread, therefore taking the bait. Like, just delicious irony. And I don't try to, like, I've tried to explain how this works, and they're just dumb. Or selectively ignorant. So I just nowadays post the if you say so, buddy. Another can I block? Let's see what this guy said. Can't switch up like that. I'm like, it's hardly a switch up if it was 2 minutes after the initial post. Oh, this is in response to my bait thread, yeah. The skull emoji gives what the initial post was bait. This was merely extra confirmation. Look at the timestamps. They're pushed 2 minutes apart. It's bait. Always has been. Hell, I even put this in year. It's something like that. I explained the whole thing I did to you guys. And it's like, that's like... Wait, huh? Oh, okay, yeah. They stopped responding after that point. Again, once they realized, oh, no, I have been entirely fucking baited. Damn. Never mind. And they, like, it's smart to walk away then. That's more than Weagle managed. Or one other idiot we'll get to soon. It's like, this guy's like, that's like saying Christmas isn't about the birth of Christ, despite the name literally including the word Christ. It's like, don't worry, I'm not here to be the Insu Grinch, just having some fun. I should notice that, you know, I should mention that the Christmas was entirely stolen from Yuletide, which is a pagan festival. They renamed it to Christmas, and the fact that this guy just buys straight into that fucking, bullshit is like, yeah, I didn't bother rectifying that because I could care less about his opinion of me. He's, like, got, what, 53 followers. Like, nah, you don't fucking try to make these people understand. They're either just going to be too stupid to get it, or they're just going to not accept it. And it's like, I'm not here to ruin people's, like, day over this. I'm just having fun and getting farming-free engagement. And this guy is, like, smart. He's like, yeah, you guys can't even bait properly. And I'm like, I am painfully aware. Still, did a surprising amount of numbers. He looked at my numbers and was like, yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, it's not huge. Like, it's got 150 comments, 100 and something, like about 100 retweets and likes. It's not big. But it got enough. It's still by far the biggest post I've ever had. Yeah, it's already blown up by people that make me heavily embarrassed to share religion with some of these mooks. So this guy was actually cool. He's like, yeah, Easter falls on the first Sunday after the full moon. That follows the spring, but they act like it's always been March 31st. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not really responsible for their incredibly silly tendencies, but my condolences to you for the embarrassment they have caused regardless. If it makes you feel better, I had a very cool conversation or two with some of them that were less idiotic. Because I absolutely did. Okay, here we go. It doesn't matter if you want to call it cope calling it bait or not. Insufferable behavior like that every single time plays part to why trans acceptance is plummeting. This guy, of course, not realizing, and fairly enough, that I don't actually give a shit about trans identity. Basically say, I don't care if the general demographic of this post don't approve of trans people, they never have and never will. Nothing on God's green earth is going to change that. But to use their own hatred against them to farm easy clout, it was simply too good to pass up. Yeah. And that's another thing, like, anyone who's actually stupid enough to make, like, an ass of themselves on this thread is not going to suddenly decide, oh yeah, trans people are fine just because I didn't make this post. They were already in Camp MAGA or Camp TERF or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Anyone who, like, actively hates trans people isn't going to stop hating trans people just because I do nothing. They just know I exist now. And that's fine. And if they're too obnoxious, I can just block them. It's Twitter. Like, who cares? Move on. Oh, yeah. This classic. Ow, the backpedaling. Because, you know... Yeah. And I'm like, oh, come now. Don't you know how time works? I posted this as bait, by the way. Response 2 minutes after the OP. And several more minutes or hours before everyone else showed up. It was always designed as bait. Your denial of reality doesn't change that, broski. I think after the fact they said, something like, 2 minutes, that's a fucking pussy move. Try 5 days or die trying. And I'm like, it's almost like I never backpedaled because it was a dumb shitpost such low quality bait from the get-go. That said, it was still funny to see people fall for it hook, line, and sinker despite all the clarity. Oh, look at that. He hasn't responded. Now, I will say, the people who don't respond are actually the smart ones. Especially when you put your foot in it this much. Like, that is the time where the troll song comes into view. Like, you know, the only option left to you is not to play. So you don't fucking play. And these guys don't. They're smart. They're like, okay, yeah, she's just baiting. She's trolling. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but, you know, I don't have anything to achieve here. I'm just going to dig myself a bigger grave. Because she's already shown that she's not here to, like, actually grudge the divide between Christians or trans people or anything. She's just farming people who are stupid for easy clout. And I should clarify, not rectify, ugh. I should rectify the opinion that this is only pissed off conservative nut jobs and, you know, Christians and shit. No, we had a few trans people get really mad about this as well, because they thought I would actually damage the trans community. No, bro, you existing does that more. I'm sorry, but, like, if you actually, like, look, I don't have any involvement with the trans community. I could give less of a shit about what they do, or, you know, things, because, like, they're just as toxic, or almost as. At least the loud vocal minority is. I don't really do communities. My community is the only community for me. The rest of it's just like, it's whatever. I mean, yeah, I hang around the RPG mech community just because it's funny. But for the most part, like, no, I don't give a shit about the trans community. I don't, like, partake in any of the LGBTQIA events or community fundraisers or any of that shit. I don't give a fuck about any of it. Because I don't need it. Like, I get people needing it. I 100% think those people are valid and they deserve the help they get and need from the that community. I can't even fucking say it outright. Like, absolutely. I'm not a TERF. I'm the opposite. I think everyone's valid. But I don't make my assumptions on people's validity based on their fucking gender. I'm a bit less secular than that. I also don't base, like, the worth of people on their sexuality or, you know, what they choose to believe in, etc. I made this post because I knew it would piss off Christians who did think like that. Who were secular-minded in that respect. And those people are very, very fun to troll and very easy to bait. Like, the fact this bait was so low effort, so obviously a shit post, but yet still hundreds of people fell for it, says enough. It kind of says it all. I don't need to, like, further go into that. And this person's like, well, you're just being made fun of, so, like, I don't know where you're getting, I don't know where you're getting farms. It's like, oh no, I was So this is the really funny one. Again, I don't, like, hate this guy. I literally had one, like, fucking exchange with him, and that just kind of proved I've got bigger balls than he has, so who cares? And yeah, he's basically saying, oh no, but you're getting insulted on the internet. I'm like, oh no, I was made fun of by low intelligence, easily baited morons on the internet. What a tragedy. This is obviously sarcasm. The entire point was to get free engagement, and damn, did I get it. Also, it was really funny. I use this line a lot just because I knew it would piss the right people off. And then this one fucking dingus, Grumpy Sunshine, who pretty much, his name speaks for himself. He's probably never had a day in his life where he hasn't been grumpy. And he just thought, oh, everyone must be like me, because, you know. And he's like, I don't think you're actually enjoying this at all. And if you are, well, that's just kind of weird. Were you the class clown perchance? Now, he did strike a nerve here. Well, rather than strike a nerve, just remind me that, yeah, I 100% was a class clown. Every school, every time I was in a class, I was a class clown. I'm an outcast. I'm not a socially adjusted person, shall we say. I'm very much an outcast, more or less by choice, because I think society and the status quo were fucking stupid. But I didn't bother going into any of that with him because, you know, he's grumpy. He's not going to get it. I'm just like, you're allowed to think whatever you like. I don't bother lying because A, it's tiresome, and B, I'm blunt and genuine to a fault, and that is very true. The chaos and catharsis is immeasurably delightful. I mean, have you seen some of the dumb shit that's been said in response? It's comedy gold. And that is also 100% correct. They didn't respond after that point. So yeah, Easter is on different days every year, just so you know, bro. I'm like, oh, I know. I was just low quality bait. I'll admit, in my defense, it was really funny. Now, he actually liked that post, because, like, I don't think he had a problem with the post. I think he was just like, yeah, a bit of an inaccuracy here. I'm like, yeah, no, I know, it's just bait. He's like, oh, cool, okay, no worries then. He was just glad I was, you know, not stupid. Just sinister. Stupid, not but sinister, yes. Anyway, let me change this music. I'm probably going to get copyright struck by the Final Fantasy English, team. Here we go. Good thing about Underverse music is, Nix's Studio doesn't give a shit. And these are all remixes I'm using anyway of his original work, so it's fine. Also, props to Nix's Shield. You're basically the, Inking Mistake has basically become, like, my non-canonical, but very, headcanon, fucking character theme. And I use it in a lot of my vids for when I show up. So, thank you for that, my G. I fucking love Inking Mistake. Such a good track. Anyway, back to this. And they're like, and one person's like, maybe don't reveal your plan until after it explodes. I'm like, nah, this is funny because it shows us people going apeshit about it can't read. The fact that I provided an easy "don't get baited" lol in a response only for people to straight up go ham and get baited anyway is the peak of comedy. This was retweeted. I wonder what someone said about this. It might just be Twitter lying to me. It does it sometimes. Repost engagements, repost. Yeah, that's just a lie. Thanks, Twitter. That or it was by someone who has had their account deleted, since a lot of people actually lost their accounts. Because we are not even up to the vulgar ones yet. And this is why we have, and this is part of why we have problems making allies. It's like, allies? Huh? Who said allies? I'm not here for that. And I was like, and basically I just made the same like line of reasoning. Anyone who got legitimately baited by this shit process is about as likely to ever be an ally's putiness to stop being insane. Oh, look at that. Another hot political take. Just, I mean, that was not hot. That's lukewarm. It's very, very, very fucking mild. Anyway. Considering people on this platform have constantly and unironically said even stupider shit than this, I don't blame people for falling for it. I said, I mean, I'd agree with that if I didn't post the real intention of the tweet 2 minutes after the OB was made and several minutes to hours or days after everyone else started getting baited. Like, my hands are tied at some point, bro. People are just dumb. And he's like, so you thought that people would see the most asinine take imaginable and then listen to what you have to say afterwards? Most people don't read those because they are usually self-promo or insulting people anyway. I'm like, yeah, that's the kind of people we want in the trans community. Those are the allies we want, right? Guys who are self-promo or insulting people anyways. Yeah, that's what you want. And that's why I said, if they approach any post with that mindset and still get baited, then that's on them for being overtly negative to begin with. It's not much of a loss if assuming the absolute worst is their first instinct. Only about 60% of the 100 or so comments fell for the bait anyway. In essence, don't weep for the stupid, you'll be crying all day. And yeah, someone basically just mirrored my own responses, who, you know, isn't retarded. It's like, look, if potential allies can't handle this, then they would never be allies. And yeah, I agreed with them. I just said, yep, that's... Oh, wait, who did actually respond? Because it couldn't be me. I've seen our group is unhinged and deranged, and if people think we are, then they are going to go anyway. This guy sounds like an undercover I mean, he obviously isn't. He's not smart enough. I don't even know what that flag is. What is that flag? Oh, Ukraine. Okay, there we go. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I stand for Ukraine. Because Putin is fucking insane. So, it's the really easy side to root for. But I don't support war in general. I think war's fucking stupid. Anyway, I've seen our group's unhinged. I literally say much because of people that post the Turok Dinosaur and Raw post. And someone's like, for some reason, bear with me here, I don't think... Now, hang on, this might be difficult to grasp. I think when OP said Easter is ours now, you can't have it anymore, this year we own it, they might have been joking. And I was. They were, but it took looking into the replies to see that. No, it didn't. You just don't have to be fucking munted, dickhead. I used skull emojis, bruh. It couldn't be more obvious. You're the stupid one here. They were, but the first one looks like a normal far left behavior. No, it did not take looking into the reply. I didn't even see this whole post. Oh my god, this is all news to me. This guy's a Chad. Fucking get a follow. Fuck yeah. Fucking what a Chad, this guy. No, it did not take looking into the replies to see that. It took reading it once and going, lol. If you genuinely believe that trans people own Easter now, or that Easter is under fucking threat, you're buying into right-wing scaremongering. Stop doing that. I discussed this at length in the replies already. Go look there. No, it's not like... Yeah, there's nothing. Like, go do your own research. This is like the most fucking shallow thing people say. It's like, I don't feel like doing research and trying to show you, so just do your own research. Go fucking look at my shit. That, you know, caters to my narrative. Yeah, when you fucking, you know, go in and make an assertion and don't back it up, and people ask you to back it up, you're supposed to back it up or just shut up. Like, bro, if you can't back up your own fucking things without referring to past things, then don't bother arguing, because you're fighting a losing battle anyway. I mean, I didn't expect you to read them anyway, seeing how you've already jumped to conclusions, but... Like, so this... How long does this go on for? Oh, okay, just a bit longer. If you want to talk to me, talk to me. I'm not going to put any more effort into this dumb, scary trans people are going to take over Christianity bullshit that you've fallen for. I just want to beat myself with somebody that does already decided they know my entire character. Oh, you mean like you're doing? Fucking... The hypocrisy of these dumbasses. I mean, like, again, she's a complete fucking nobody. Or he, sorry. This is an issue that I fully recognize. It's my own issue. I see an avatar and I just assume it's gender. That might even be a guy, I can't tell. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So they're a girl or they're a guy. Like, it's just a silly thing I have because I'm a visual learner. It's just how it be. I don't mean anything, like, by it. I'm not trying to, like, anything like that. It's just how my brain works. Anyway, that was fun. Anyone who got, like, yeah. And then this other guy was just like, oh yeah, in that case, chaos. Slay responsibly, my friends. I'm like, yes! Let's fucking go. I like that post. And he's like, you fucking got me. See, some people are good sports. Someone's like, you fucking got me. Goddamn. People like you are why hate crime numbers go up. Uh-huh. And, yeah, okay, 108 followers. Yet again, just another fucking, like, easily clickbaited idiot. With the only thing in their profile being Schadenfreude. For those who don't know, Schadenfreude is basically what I'm getting here. Immense enjoyment out of people's fucking unwillingness to, like, take basic fucking cues. Basically catharsis. It's basically catharsis, but on a bigger level. At least I think that's what it is. I might be wrong. Anyway. It's not a good look. Having that be the only thing in your profile. Beyond just a very rapey looking PFP, but we're not going to talk about that. Now, I don't know what this person was trying to achieve, but they have 3 followers, so I didn't even see this response until now. Just basically a bunch of kids looking smug. So they could be agreeing with me, they could be against me. I really don't know. They got 27 fucking views, so who cares? It's kind of so bright. This kind of bright is so bright that makes the Muslims look reasonable at first glance. I hope you're proud of yourself. I am proud of myself, but not for the reasons you think. Because you're enough of an idiot to actually think I'm legitimate, which I'm not. And I say as much. Like, again, just this complete sheer stupidity. And again, it might just be because he's jealous. How does he not have any... Huh? Oh, he blocked me. Oh, he's definitely jealous. Alright, that's cool. You do you, man. Whatever you have to do. It's not bright anyway. Like, I got 110 retweets at best. Like, what the fuck do you mean this post is bright? Have you seen an actual fucking banger post? Banger tweet? Like, have you seen a pop-off tweet? They aren't this. They aren't this. The real Easter is all about the eggs. We need eggs! I love this. I'm actually gonna like that. We need eggs! That's fucking funny. I like that. So yeah, some people just came here with a complete sense of humor. Absolutely knew it was bait. Just played along. That's fine. Thingy, you are dogmatic. Sell it for your religion. I'm just a cringe shitposter, Lamau. Fuck. Just... Okay, yes, this conversation was a really cool sport. I remember this conversation. Like I said, this is a month ago, so... And there were quite a few people who were just really good sports about it. Fuck. Just got fucking job, mate. Should have been feeding me rainbow shit the last 3 days, and I got angry. Sorry, mate. Like, that's fine. You're such a good sport. Enjoy your Easter or whatever you celebrate. No animosity here. Again, really chill. Like, some people here... Like, there's only, like, 60% of responses. That's the usual shit. 30% of... Actually, no, like, 30%, I'd say, of the responses is actually the really nasty shit. Most of it's just people being like, that's bait. Or people being like, oh, this is bait. That's fucking hilarious. And just fucking running with it. Here's one of the, like, oh, I mean, look at the username kind of says it all. Mr. The Oldest View with 21 followers. Yeah, good shit. Now, again, I don't really judge people based on follower count unless they act self-important. It's like, you make people dislike your people. Yeah, okay. I'm not with the trans community, but good try, bro. Like, I'm the best kind of person to make a post like this because I'm neutral. I don't give a shit. Like, if you're actually, like, in the trans community and you do this, yeah, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. I agree. Or you're shooting your community in the leg and watching and, trying not to shoot yourself in the foot while you're at it. But for me, I could give less of a shit about either community. I'm just making chaos, because that is my fucking job. And then I'm farming that chaos for EC Twitter clout. And now EC YouTube clout, yes! You will see, this entire video was to farm clout on YouTube over something that happened on Twitter a month ago. Okay, yeah, that was bait too. I mean, it kind of is, and the only reason I didn't do this earlier was, again, I had a cold, and I didn't want to do this when I couldn't, like, be my best self. It's not, you made what people dislike you, and I'm like, it's true, I'm trans, but I'm not with the LGBTQIA plus community. Also, get your baited, Lamau. And he didn't respond after that. Then this is this idiot. God, nation, family, Hungarian traditionalist and monarchist. I'm trying, okay? Yeah, you are. Now, I don't know where he got this statistic from. He's like, oh man, this doing numbers, like, to mock me, basically. It's, I'm like, and I'm just like, yeah, look at your like, and then this guy has, like, these numbers. I'm like, projecting a little, aren't we? And, this Westwood, I'm just saying, I'm not the one going, well, just in case this explodes, I'm the stinkiest base post ever. I don't care about, like, some fight being an underground. I'm not gonna say that word. And I'm just like, you do you? Because I don't fucking care about you. And then he's like, true there, which I'm guessing he was trying to say true and just, I mean, the U and V key are very far apart, so I don't know how he made that typo, but I've made stupider ones, so I'll let that slide. Then we have this very funny meme. Does this cake scare you? And then there's this response, which I found this hilarious. I thought this was honestly fucking funny. Oh man, I've always wanted a cake that will cut itself. Like, because as someone who is very secure with their position in life, who has never self-harmed, who's never done that sort of stuff, I find emo shit fucking hilarious. Because it's just something I can't relate to, and therefore I just find it funny. It's just like, you know, it is what it is. I know people are emos, and they might be upset by this. But emos have been around much longer than, you know, trans-day visibility and stuff has. The flag as well. That is all very recent. Emos have been around for a very long time. Like, they were big when I was young. And when I was young, you were not born yet. I say to my general audience. Probably. And basically, because I didn't feel like this merited much of a response, I just said, ow, the edge. And that was the end of that. And I'm like, well, at least you're honest about your desperation. Oh no, I'm desperate to get followers. Wow, that wasn't obvious already? Damn. No, I mean, I didn't think it was gonna pop off either. And when Starlina stole the show for a bit, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I probably didn't want that much attention anyway. But then I got all that attention, and I'm like, you know what? This is fine. I can vibe with this. These guys are so fucking dumb. So I had great fun with it. I genuinely enjoyed this drama so much. For fuck's sake. What do you want? It's not even close to 10 yet. Fuck off. This fucking woman. I do have an appointment today, so I'm gonna have to cut this short pretty soon, but I just want to get this done. Okay, we get it. You're a provocateur. You like being all smug and annoying. You better keep that attitude going where people make 40% jokes. When people... Huh? I don't even know what he's saying with this. Oh, he's only got 78 followers. Whatever. Get a job, you useless bum. Yeah, okay. I'll take that mad advice from the person who doesn't even have a Twitter account anymore. Oh, they blocked me. Okay. I mean, look at their fucking profile image. Pale woman. Now, doesn't this just scream, you know, someone who definitely has a job? As if that's a metric of, like, quality that means fucking anything. When people tell me, get a job, it just tells me that they're mad that they have to get a job. Like, bro, you're not gonna, like, cut me deep by saying, get a job. Because to me, the fact you have one is actually, you know, the sad part. I find the fact I can live how I want to, be my own person, and, you know, do what I like with my free time, which is all the time I have in the universe, by the way. Until the day I die, I'm going to be a free spirit. I can do whatever I want. That's the win. That's a W. Anyone who says get a job, like, bruh, you're you're a sad existence to me. I actually feel sorry for you. Not in like that like pity, like fucking, like, not that condescending way either. I genuinely wish you didn't have to work. Because then, you know, you could spend more time of your life doing the things you enjoy instead of falling for easy fucking bait on Twitter. But yeah, so that's basically, for some reason the rest of the responses aren't loading. Again, this was a month ago, and Twitter has loading issues, and it's probably just as well, because I gotta start getting ready soon. But yeah, thank you all for coming to this provocative, definitely not provocative, probably no one even gonna watch it kind of thingy. But I'm happy with my performance. I had great fun revisiting this funny saga, a month old. And yeah, I had great fun. As you can see, I'm still raking in followers like wildfire. Boom, 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 16 in the last fucking day. So yeah, I'm still growing. These idiots accomplished nothing. I even got, hang on, let me see if I can find that. I obviously had a few of them try to cancel me, because, not that. That was too recent. It was, I just gotta look for the Twitter, like, interface. No, not that. That was me quoting the Supreme Court. Here we go. So I even had some Nimrods, like, try to cancel me. It didn't do pretty much fucking anything. I tried to appeal, but Twitter wasn't having it. I don't even know what post it was for. They wouldn't tell me. So I'm like, cool, so you're suspending access to a tweet. I can't remember what it was about, and I can't remember what the image was I posted. Yet you're not, like, banning the guy who told people to kill themselves? Or, like, what? Okay. Fair and, you know, unbiased freedom of speech Twitter, am I right, Elon? Fuck, he's an idiot. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this new Twitter. I think Elon's fucking hilarious. And I think the fact that Cisby is like a slur to him is the most grade A comedy gold shit we will ever have. It's like, oh no, you called someone Cis. I'm sorry, sir, but that is a slur. Like, what the fuck? It's so dumb. But it's so fucking funny. Because, like, anyone who, like, uses words like Cis and, like, shit like that unironically, like, just say straight. Like, who the fuck cares? Just say straight, man. You don't need to try and... Like, yeah, it's a few less letters, but fuck. Like, if you're that lazy, you shouldn't fucking... Anyway. So, yeah, like, I don't think people who get in trouble for saying cis are in the wrong at all. But I also don't have any issue with the rule, because, again, like, anyone who bases someone based on their sexuality, gender, preferences, races, yada yada, they're fucking stupid. Because it's applying one example, one, like, you know, case study, and trying to use it like it's an empirical example when it's not. And you might think, wow, Remy, that sure was a like, fucking scientific, or, like, you know, studied, thing you just said. Are you sure you're a dropout? I'm like, yeah, I 100% am. Most of the shit I learned has not been from school, okay? You can tell, because I am not a retard. Oh, yeah, before I go, I just want to say one funny thing, because I have had a bit of, not really, like, cancel, like, nothing bad, but I have been saying the R word a bit more lately, just to piss the right kind of people off. I don't have any problem with people who are actually, like, physically retarded. I would never say that to them, if I knew they were. And I never have said, the R slur to a retard, to an actual retard. No, I say it to people who are stupid, but not for any real reason. They're just stupid. Like, like, most of the people probably even have educations. They're just wasting them. Like, I don't have an education. I have a literal fucking hole in my head. Like, there is literally a piece of my brain missing. And you're telling me I can't use the fucking R slur? Are you fucking dumb? Well, you obviously are, because you think that means anything. No, also, trying to fucking, like, censor words is playing into fascism, which is apparently what you're afraid... Like, what the fuck? No, I don't believe in saying, oh yeah, you can't not say this word anymore. The only word I will make a stance against with this is the N-word. And that's purely because I am white. I don't have the right to say that. But you could, and I know people are going to be like, well, you're not retarded either, so don't say retard. That would only apply if I was saying it to people who are retarded. I am not. It's not being used as a slur. It's being used as a fun word. You know, like you use dumb. Dumb is actually, you know, what you say when someone... The scientific definition of dumb is someone who can't speak. But I see a lot of people speak saying the word dumb, Does that make them bad people? No, it just makes them people who say dumb. And yeah, like, I know people are gonna be like, oh, you're doing the slippery slope fallacy. No, you fucking munted dickhead. I say all kinds of horrid shit. Like, you want to get my case for saying bad shit? There is better shit you can pull from. And again, if I was saying it to, you know, people who are actually retarded, yeah, you have a case there. But you don't. You never have. You never will. And if you really can't fucking accept a world where people, you know, use illnesses or, you know, disabilities as slurs, then don't be on the internet, because you're gonna see it everywhere. Hell, some people I know who have far more, like, you know, clout than I do, say shit like this all the time. Hell, some of them say the N-bomb, and they are white. Like, at the end of the day, it is just a word. Now, I personally don't agree with saying the N-bomb. One, I don't even live in the country where it's profane, because I live in Australia. We don't have, you know, that same variety of dark-skinned individuals here. And again, I don't see race. I see idiots and I see not idiots. I see assholes and people who are not assholes. I see people for what they are. I'm respectful of the N-word, because I know if some of my people who are dark-skinned saw me say it, they'd be like, bro, that's not cool. And I'd agree with them. That is not cool. Because, you know, it's not my word to take. It's theirs. It's always been theirs. It's not like retards where, you know, everyone was saying it once upon a time, then suddenly we decided, oh no, but you can't say that anymore. No, it's always been a bad thing to say the N-word. But no, like, you're so dumb. And again, like, no one's like throwing a stink about the words like dumb or spastic for the most part. So shut the fuck up. Anyway, just want to get that out of my system, because I've been on that one. I've been cooking on that one for a while. And, again, there's been no real drama around it, because, surprise, surprise, most people actually don't give a fuck if you say the R word, the D word, or the S word, which is spastic, dumb, and retard. Because they're not bad words. They're just, I mean, yeah, I'm saying retard to demean people, but I'm saying it to demean people who are not dumb because of a disability. They're dumb by choice, or dumb by just being selectively ignorant or some other reason. So don't give me this shit of like, oh yeah, you're targeting, like, you're going after retarded people. No. You know what you trying to censor that word does is it takes away visibility from the people you're pretending to defend for your own clout. That's all it ever is. It's like, oh yeah, don't use the word retarded. It's 2024. Dude, when is year, like, what? That's another thing that, it's a peeve. People saying like, oh yeah, it's this year. You can't say that like you used to now. It's like, says who? The word god? Like, who the fuck is saying, no, I can't? You? You, the guy who has no fucking riz? I'm sorry, but I don't think I have to take your opinion seriously, bitch. Like, yeah, and people just really overstate the value of their opinion on the internet. Anyway, yeah, so this was my first taste. This was my first taste of, like, X cancellation. We see you have been in violation of the X rules. Here is a slap on the wrist. Because we don't actually care. We're just doing the bare minimum. So it looks like we did something. And so I helped them. I said, oh yeah, so here's what happened from all that. And of course, because I know these people won't read responses, because they proved that in the thread prior, I just said, I'm not worried. Posts like this, like that one, was likely mass reported by, you know, moral orals who, meanwhile, are hypocritically slinging hateful crap out. So they're out my standard fare. I'm mostly here to post art, video game, dev, and creative noise. And someone's like, yeah, what the hell happened? I'm like, oh, unclear, but likely the bait post I made got mass reported by angered / stupid religious zealots, and Twitter just auto-responded with this lukewarm punishment. Hilariously, several of the accounts slinging hate my way have been suspended for likely showing their true colours. Yeah, I actually did a fair bit of good. I wasn't even intending to. I was just farming clout, but I see a lot of, like, things where I'm like, oh yeah, I wonder what that was from. And it's like, this post was from a suspended account. I'm like, oh, well, that's funny. And now, they can't just make a new account either and be able to repeat the cycle. No, they can't. Elon stopped people doing that. And some people were mad at Elon for like this whole like, oh yeah, you can't make multiple accounts to, you know, flame now. It's like, yeah, of course you can't. That's the rule in most places. Twitter just didn't bother manage it because it was frankly difficult to manage. So what they did was like, oh yeah, you have to pay to do that now. You have to basically get verified. Which also means you're responsible for the dumb shit you say. I'm not verified. I've never needed a fucking check mark. Don't be fooled by this green little dot here. That just says I'm on this account. I have 3 other accounts. Well, I have more than that, but those are the 3 that I've used any time in the recent future. So I have accounts for days. So for me, this doesn't affect me at all. I have my not safe work account, and I just have my troll account, which is this is just my like scout account. That's how I find out things like how many followers people I want to top stand at who have blocked me. And there's not many in that list. There's like 2 people, but they have me blocked because they don't like me. And one I've already surpassed. So honestly, it's just for one dumbass. Anyway, because, you know, spite fuels my life. Sort of. Anyway, thank you all for coming. I had a great fun with this one. As you can see, I cannot shut up. So I'm just going to end this here. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And, peace out.